Warning: motorsport is a dangerous activity. The events you're about to see were filmed in a controlled environment under the supervision of professionals. Do not attempt to recreate or reenact anything you see on this show.
Welcome back to Off-Road Addiction TV. I'm your host, Caleb Thompson. And once again, we are overseas, somewhere fantastic. This episode sees us in the beautiful, sunny Sin City, Las Vegas for the 2018 SEMA Show. And as you can see, there's a swarm of people around me, so it's time to get our walk on and go check out what's going on. Right, so we're going to get the first things out the way, and I'm honoured to have been asked to judge this year at the new product showcase and given me a scanner. I don't think they knew what they were getting into when they're asking me to judge, but we're here. And first product I've picked is the True Spike shotgun shell lug nuts, because they just look good, and I reckon they'd help you if you're off-road, because the mud will go in and it's like a bit of a traction aid, you know? Next, we move on to something simple for the shed, the all-in-one thread identifier tool. And I like this because it's handy, you just hang it on the wall. You know that time when you're trying to pick a bolt out of your mixed nuts and bolt, then you've got to match it. So the easy thing to do, grab this, chuck it in, you know what thread pitch you got, you know what kind of bolt you got, makes it easier for finding the nut. Right, we're back in another Horn Blasters product. It's a law enforcement spec'd, very loud PA system. This one would be fantastic just generally on the daily or in a winch challenge competition or something like that. It'd be fantastic. You tell your navigator to slow down and do his job properly. Now I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but call me lazy, call me whatever, but I think this is a fantastic little invention. It's called the MIG Buddy, and it holds my MIG welding torch when I'm done with it. Now, being that I have a MIG welder and a grinder and a plasma cutter, I should really just make my own, but if I can buy one off the shelf for 35 bucks, I'll be happy. So, you can't walk past a Losi. They've just launched the 5T 2.0. Everyone needs a Losi. They're big, they're fast, they're loud, and they're kind of expensive, but they are damn cool. You can send these things pretty good. One day, I'll get one. Now, I don't know if I'd go as far as saying this is the best invention ever, but stripped head ratchet spanners. I need a set of those in my shed. There's nothing worse than a stripped head on a bolt, and you can't get them out. I like it. Now, Factor 55 have launched a bunch of new products, and we're pretty excited to see that they've finally jumped into recovery ropes, and we've got kinetic snatch ropes, my favorite, much safer to use than a flat strap. And they've also got some extreme duty shackles and a bunch of other cool things. So we're looking forward to seeing those out in the field and getting used. Now, the reason why I've picked this one, it's severe gear oil for one, which is fantastic, but the other option is it comes in this new Easy Pack. I don't know how many times I've been under a rig trying to do things and you spill oil everywhere. So this, you just bang it in the hole, give it a squeeze, and you're good to go. I like things that make my life easy. Right, so next pick on the list, I'm a bit of a sucker for good lighting, and the new LP9 from Baja Designs is a fantastic light. It's got some new technology in the LEDs, good diffuser so you're going to get good distance, and they've also put a lot of side lights in it so you get that side throw, which is very important when you're off-road, and it's a pretty damn good looking light really, if I'm going to be honest. So the next pick is something I spotted, and then the wife said, well, you need to buy me one. So if my wife needs one, your wife probably needs one too. They are kind of cool. Decorative chain bracelets. Some of them have got a bit of bling in them, and some of them have got nice looking bits of, I'm assuming is stainless or alloy or something like that. Check them out, they're pretty cool. It says, push me, caution moving parts. There you go.
Right, so we're here at the Super ATV booth, just talking to Jackie. Now, Jackie, what do you guys make? For the people that don't know, down in New Zealand, what's your core line of business? What do you guys do?
So we provide aftermarket parts for ATVs and UTVs. As you can see here, this is one of our bigger builds. We make suspension, we make the portal gear lifts, tires, wheels, winches, bumpers, roofs, seats, all of it.
So you guys are pretty much a one-stop shop for anything to do with UTV. You guys go across all the brands?
Yes, that is us. We want to be the one-stop shop for the everyday rider.
You heard it here first. Super ATV have got the goods if you've got the UTVs. Off-Road Addiction TV is brought to you by Maxxis New Zealand, Force 4, Polaris New Zealand, and REDARC Electronics. Well, after long last, we finally get to catch up with Justin at Factor 55, and as you guys know, we love our Factor 55 gear. Justin, what's going on?
Man, I'm just happy to be here at the 2018 SEMA Show. Happy to see you again, back in the U.S. here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. But I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
That's fantastic. You've still got a voice. You're still standing,
yeah,
so it's definitely
early in the week.
Yeah, definitely early in the week. Now you got some new products. You want to run us through what you got?
Yeah, we got 9 new parts that we just released. 2 of which are just right here. So we're one of the things is soft shackles are now being a real commonplace in the market.
Yep.
So one thing that we want to do is kind of make the best soft shackle that we could to release. So these are now our extreme duty soft shackles. We have our 10-inch, and then we also have our 20-inch. Now the cool thing about these is they have an outer woven sheath. They've all been dipped for better UV protection of the winch line, but they're also super rigid. Now you don't have to worry about sharp objects, fraying. You don't have to worry about them swelling when they're wet. The cool thing with the 20-inch is if you're going to be using this one, you can double this up and double the strength of this in a winch line pull or tow. We also decided that we were going to release a 30-foot by 7/8 kinetic energy rope. We're only making this one size.
Nice.
It's the most common size.
Now, can we just back that train up a little bit?
Sure.
What's the actual, like, the real measurement, like the English measurement?
That's is that 3? Is it 4?
We're gonna make him work for this.
That's what I get. I know. The last 2 that we did was we released the loop guard. Now the loop guard comes in all 3 sizes depending on whatever diameter rope you're going to run. But it's becoming a more commonplace that a lot of, we're seeing especially in the overland market, where guys want to run a soft loop or just the end of their winch line with no other attachment. So all this does is it works as just a stop, just a storage puck to go in the front to store your soft loop. So if you want to run a naked rope, this little thing basically is going to be like your little winching grenade.
I like it.
All you do is stick the end of the loop that goes right in here. You take the pin, drop it in, just becomes a storage piece. Go to winch, pull this out, pull the pin, stuff it in your pocket, hook up your rigging, put the end of the line back in, up against the fairlead, just all stored. And then last but not least, my favorite new release product that we did is going to be our LDP. Now what's so cool about the LDP is now this plate is going to be able to utilize all kinds of different rigging configurations. Now what you see here is all the angles on the outside, so you can pay attention to where your shackle angles may be, especially if you're passing the body of a shackle through here. Awesome. You can configure your snatch puck, your straps, whatever you need to do. Use this, get 2 winches to pull 1 vehicle. I mean, it's really kind of limitless. And so this is going to be a really, really cool upgrade for anybody that's got like smaller tires, heavier vehicles. Anything that's going to be more prone to getting stuck is going to be very useful. Really cool.
So basically, like 99% of you need this because you're going to get stuck. Yeah. We've seen you out there. And I see you guys even brought some broken ones.
We always do. So these are all just destructive test samples of all the different parts that we manufacture. Even the little UTV parts, it took over 21,000 pounds just to break this. It weighs 8.5 ounces.
That's crazy.
So and all of that's on our YouTube channel. Like we're always, and then there'll be new testing for the new rope The new soft shackles and all that stuff will be coming up.
Yeah, if you guys follow Factor 55 on Instagram, you'll often see Justin running around behind the scenes, blowing things up like this. Keeps us entertained. We like seeing things getting destroyed. And I really appreciate how honest you guys are as a brand. Like,
it's about transparency, dude, right? You can't argue with science and facts. I mean, that's, you know what I mean?
A lot of people try.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Everything's above board. It's a fantastic looking product. It's functional and it is safe. So, yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
All good?
Great to see you, man.
Likewise. Right, so we've wandered into the Warren booth to catch up with our good friend Andy. Andy, how's the SEMA Show going so far?
Super good, very busy. We got lots of new products, so we're stoked. It's 2018, another SEMA, it's good stuff.
Yep, the feet are sore already. Everyone's sick of standing, talking, walking. You lose your voice about Tuesday, second day, and you start losing the voice. So we've got Andy before he loses his voice, which is a fantastic thing to do. Now, Andy, I believe we've got a new winch here.
Yep, indeed. This is our 827470 winch. So this celebrates our 70th year in business, which is 2018. Yeah, originally started in 1948. This winch takes our kind of iconic product, our 8274, and makes it into a more modern product. We're using the 9.5 XP motor on that for more capacity. So used to pull 8,000 pounds, now pulls 10,000 pounds. We've got updated styling here. We've got the retro Warren logo, but it's not just aesthetics here. So we've got 150 feet of our Spydura synthetic rope.
That's 46 meters for us people that actually speak English.
There you go. We've changed to a bolt and nut on the spur gear train as opposed to a clip. We've changed to oilite bushings on the pinion. We've added a metal clutch knob on the side, and then a few little other niceties. So limited to 999 units. I've already sold about a third of them. A lot of these are going to Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, Thailand, all those places. So it's truly an international winch. We're real proud of it.
That's pretty good, yeah. I mean, as you know, we don't really have a huge Warren presence at home, but it's cool to see an iconic brand in 70 years. That's definitely something to celebrate. At home, you guys know us, we're playing in the mud an awful lot. We love our winches, so it's cool to see what everyone else is doing around the rest of the world. And Andy, thank you. Anything else you want to say?
You can check out all of our stuff at warren.com.
Look at that. That's a sales pitch, my friend. Off-Road Addiction TV is brought to you by Factor 55, Motomuck, Big Brown Industries, and Trail Gear. Well, we've made it to the Maxxis booth, and we are here and excited to be talking with Justin about the 42-inch Maxxis Trepidor and the Maxxis Razor, the new MT that we've all grown to love. Now, Justin, can you tell us a bit about the 42? Why did you guys come up with it? Why did you go to the 42? I mean, obviously you got the 37, the 40. Was there a need to go bigger for racing?
Well, apparently there is, because a lot of people have been asking for it. We've had a lot of demand, people saying you need a 42. So we took the time, we developed it, we built it. If you're familiar with the other size Trepidors, they actually come in, a couple of the sizes come in two different compounds. Yep. We've got our competition sticky compound, as it's commonly referred to, and then our standard compound. So we're offering the 42-inch in both those compounds. We're just seeing bigger and bigger builds. People are trying to get through bigger terrain, and people want a bigger tire, so that's why we built it.
The world's gone mad, and we love it. And we love it when people listen and make bigger tires so that we can make bigger rigs. Now, a little bit about the Maxxis Razor. It's a fairly new tire to the market, and we are hearing through the grapevine some fantastic results with quietness, grip, and they're clearing the mud quite well. New Zealand, we've got a lot of mud that we play in, so for us, having a tire that can clear the mud, that's very important. So what can you tell us about the Razor? What's different? What's new?
Our whole idea behind this tire is we wanted the most versatile, practical tire. So it does something that's kind of unique in the market. It's very good on-road, very quiet, very smooth ride, extremely capable off-road at the same time, which that's hard to find. Usually you have to make a compromise somewhere. You have to make that trade-off. It's going to be really good on-road or really good off-road, but usually you don't get both. And we think we found just the perfect balance of on and off-road. So we're excited about it. We're seeing video clips come in of people crawling some extreme grades, through rocks and stuff, and it's doing really well for us.
That's good. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
All good. Well, look where we are. We have found the REDARC Electronics booth, and we're quite excited because REDARC have just released some of their products into the US market. And as you guys know, we love our REDARC gear. Now we're here with Craig, and Craig, we've got to figure this out. Like, it's a lot closer to go Australia or New Zealand to catch up for a beer rather than come to Las Vegas for a beer. We've got to figure this out.
There's no better place to do it though in Vegas. Come on, let's be honest.
No, if we're being honest, Sin City's a good place to be. Now, Craig, how's the show going for you?
Really good. No, thanks for asking. We've been going really well. You know, we've started launching just a select range of products, which include like our Tow Pro, SBI, battery isolators, our BCDC and vehicle battery chargers, and battery management systems. And I guess we're sort of really targeting, you know, the recreational vehicles, the off-road individuals, and the trailer market segments. And so far, so good. Everything's going well.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I see they've got quite a big overlanding market here. We're still trying to figure out what overlanding is. As far as we can tell, it's camping with social media. With the power of REDARC, I guess it makes it a whole lot easier to update the social media while they're out wheeling.
Yeah.
Now, what's the key product for you guys? The BMS 30, what's that going to bring to the American market? What's that going to do for the overlanding community?
Oh, look, we think it's going to be a game changer. There's nothing like it in the market over here.
Yep.
So you've got the AC, your DC inputs, your solar inputs.
Yep.
It's all in one. It's easy to install. So that opens us up to several different market segments. And again, you know, your recreational vehicles. So we're talking about the motorhomes, the big Class A, Class B motorhomes are suited to this type of product. And then, as you say, the overlanding segment are ideal. So with products like this and our BCDC, we're educating them about going off grid. So it's getting away from your power campsite.
And that's something we certainly love, is getting away from the crowds. That's exactly why we put this kind of gear in our vehicle. And as you guys know, we've got the BMS 30 in ours. We've got the 2,000 watt sine inverter, and we absolutely love it. So if you guys in the United States want to camp with your social media, you want to update while you're out there, do some overlanding, whatever you guys call it these days, we just call it wheeling. It's a lot easier. Get in contact, redarcelectronics.com, check out what they got going on, and thank you, Craig, for your time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks,
good. Right, so we're here in the ESAB booth. The fantastic thing about SEMA, you can actually try out the welders as you go. So I'm here to provide you with some entertainment. I'm going to jump on the AC TIG, which I have not had a lot of seat time on an AC TIG. So this is going to be a good laugh. I'm going to bring all the seagulls out. So, I suck, but it's my second time playing with aluminium, and use a foot pedal with the AC TIG, so you control like full power and then you back off the power as you're going. It takes a bit of getting used to, especially for somebody like me, because anything with a gas pedal, I normally just smash it onto the floor, and that's just kind of how we roll. So it teaches a bit of self-control to myself and back off sometimes. But I mean, it's ugly, but it's probably not going to fall apart, and if it does, well, sorry. Right, so I've jumped on the new MIG, and I'm going to pretend like I actually know how to weld over here in this corner. Wish me luck. I keep saying I want to drive things, but I finally got the keys to a car. Yes. Not as much flex as the Suzuki did. After 4 full-on days of walking and talking, the SEMA Show came to a close with the SEMA Cruise. This is where all the vehicles that were on display for the show head out of the convention centre to the SEMA Ignited across the way. Everyone gets to see all the crazy builds they may have missed while trying to navigate through the massive maze of halls, and SEMA Ignited is also open for the general public to come and see some of the vehicles that were in the trade-only SEMA Show. One thing about Bubba Rope is they make some bad soft shackles, and I found the one I need for my oversized Suzuki. Should do the job, and it should do the job well. We've got this thing called chain reaction, jewellery in motion. Now they've basically got jewellery, right? Who figured? Jewellery in motion. Yeah, it's back that train. Shut up, Shay. Right, so the next pick, I kind of looked at it and went, hey, that's kind of cool. And the wife goes, oh, you should buy me one of those. So Shay, you're stressing me out with your camera.
Let's get up.
What's the key product for you guys? The BMS 30, is this the one that's going to be the revolutionary? Come on, Shay. You can fix that, eh?
Yeah.
Start that again.